Hey gang, today's video is about what is PLR and why do you need it? Or do you even need it at all? Maybe that's the better question. This is what I'm going to talk about in this video today, and hopefully I'm not too late. And I know that sounds dramatic. What do I mean by that? What I mean by it is the fact that, yes, PLR can be a very useful tool, but way too many people, and my main concern, especially newbie marketers, don't use it correctly. And if it's not used correctly, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it with a loss of credibility and authority, as well as low rankings in the search engines. My name is Brian Van Winkle, and I'm here to help you blast your way out of the internet marketing swamp and set you on the road to making money. If you find value in this video or have an interest in PLR, be sure to subscribe and tickle the notifications bell. That way you'll know whenever I upload new content. And this is just the first video in a playlist about PLR. So if you're into PLR, be sure to subscribe. Now, if you're currently struggling to make gains in your online business, or you want a business, you want to start your own business, but you have no idea where to begin, be sure to check out the description below the video. I put a link in there for a simple step-by-step blueprint that will help you build a solid, profitable online business. But you know, I want to start out this video with a word of caution for new marketers. When a newbie marketer first learns about PLR, it seems like perfect solution to content creation. I know I thought it was. It was like, oh my God, less work I have to do. Okay, so right away, you get into that negative mindset. And PLR by itself is not the perfect solution, especially for newbie marketers. And the reason why is a new marketer most likely doesn't know where to find good PLR, where to buy it. And coincidentally, one of the videos I have planned coming is I'm going to give you I call it a Rolodex. I'm going to give you a list of 10 PLR vendors that I have personally used and can attest to their good writing, honesty, etc. But a new marketer doesn't know where to buy good PLR. A new marketer doesn't know what makes PLR good or bad, or even the correct way of using it. And if you use it bad or incorrectly, PLR will hurt your business and your reputation. Promise. I see this advice given out all the time from people who know better. But every time I see someone advise a new marketer to just go buy a PLR report and use it for a lead magnet, I cringe. I literally cringe inside because they're being set up for failure right away. I mean, put yourself into your new subscribers' shoes. And the first piece of content you get from you is a poorly written, outdated piece of crap that's been purchased and used by potentially hundreds, if not thousands of people before you. I just don't think that is a good way to start a relationship because really it's all about the value, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, beginning your relationship with a new subscriber by giving them a piece of crap, that is not providing value to your customers. And one thing you can never forget, however long you have your internet marketing business, that providing value is the very foundation of how you will build a relationship with your customers. And it's what makes them want to buy from you. I mean, there are thousands of marketers out there they could choose from. They chose from you. So you owe it to them to give them the best content that you possibly can. I always think of it as being the equivalent of giving them a piece of content that they would have been happy to pay a couple of bucks for. That's my idea of value. And it's that kind of value, paying attention to the value, is how you build that relationship. Now, Definitely not saying that PR cannot be used to provide value in your marketing, because it absolutely can. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that in future videos. Sorry. But for now, I tell you what, let's start by giving a definition to exactly what we're talking about when we use the term PLR. So, what is private label rights? Private label rights is a license that gives you the right to change, edit, or otherwise modify a piece of content that's been created by someone else. Pretty cool, right? In other words, the creator is selling you most, if not all, of the intellectual rights to that piece of content, so you can do whatever you want with it. And I do mean whatever. You can change the title, break it into smaller chunks that you then in turn can use for blog posts. You can use them for emails. You can even claim authorship to a piece of PLR, provided that's in the rights that you have purchased. You literally can do anything with it as long as it's allowed. And on that note, I'd like to show you just where you find the rights to a piece of PLR that you're buying or that you have bought. So, okay, now you have kind of a basic understanding of private label rights and what the licensing implies. Licenses vary according to the vendor. A lot of people, and I see people do it all the time, but a lot of people make the assumption that all PLR rights are the same regardless of who they're buying from. That's not the truth. So I just wanted to take a minute and show you where you can find the rights, both before you buy and after you buy, so you know exactly where you stand, what you can do, and what you can't do. It's a good idea, because who the heck wants to borrow trouble by using it in some form that you're not supposed to? Certainly not I. So we're going to start at the website of Tiffany Lambert. Tiffany is, without a doubt, one of my favorite PLR writers. She's got an incredible store full of PLR. I actually have another video planned for this playlist where I'm going to give I call it my Rolodex, I guess, but I'm going to give you a list of about 10 PLR vendors who I have used and who I find to be exceptional, honest, updated, all the things that you want to work with. So that's coming for this playlist. Another reason maybe to subscribe. But here we are at Tiffany's website, and Tiffany right up front puts it right here. This is her restriction. The only rules I have here are that you can't pass along usage rights to others, and my name can't be used on the content. Other than that, you can alter it any way that you want. So, pretty open, pretty understandable. Now I'm going to go to another vendor who I have purchased from before and have found to have high quality PLR, is Piggy Makes Bank. And we're on their front page here now. And I'm going to scroll down. As you can see, they have a wide variety of topics. Nice images. But what we're looking for is down here. FAQ, affiliates, member, login, disclosure, privacy. Okay, in this case, let's look at the frequently asked questions. So we're going to click on that. And look, almost right away, here are the license rights that you get when you purchase an item of PLR through Piggy Makes Bank. They clearly spill out what you can do and what you can't do. Honor these. It is not worth the possibility of embroiling yourself in some legal controversy because you used it in a Kindle book when you're not supposed to. Just follow the licensing. It's absolutely the best thing you can do. So when you're buying PLR from a quality vendor, you're going to find they make it pretty easy to find what the rights are, like we just saw. And by the way, I will have links to both Tiffany's site and Piggy Makes Bank in the links below or in the video description rather. They're not affiliate links, so don't worry about that. But they'll be included in here. Now, you may already, I shouldn't even say may. I'm pretty safe assuming you've already got some PLR on your hard drive. Am I right? I know I certainly do. If you've bought PLR and you're not sure what your rights are, you can find it. Here, I have gone into an old file with some articles. And what I want to point out is, okay, right here is a text file that says README. This is about how to use the graphics in the articles. The important one right here, and every zipped package you receive of PLR should have this statement in here. And this is the rights. Can be spun, can be, and don't spin it, though you can. And down here is what you can't do, clearly laid out. So now you have an idea of what rights are, and you know where to find them. Let's proceed. Okay, so that's where you will find your rights. I can't stress it enough. Always read the rights for every piece that you buy. Now there are other usage rights, and we should talk about those briefly. The other two types of rights that there are that you need to be familiar with are resale rights and master resale rights. Resale rights allows you to sell a product as is and keep all the profits. No changing it though. It's not like PLR. You cannot edit, modify, claim authorship, none of that. You, again, will need to check the licensing details for what's allowable and what isn't. The other is master resale rights. This allows you to not only sell the product, again, with no changes, it allows you to sell it with the resale rights. I'll have more to say about this later, but for now, don't worry about it. Just concentrate on the PLR rights. That's what counts. Now, when you say PLR, most people think report or article generally, and a lot of people stop right there. But PLR is available in dang near anything you could possibly want to use in your content marketing. Let me show you what I mean. Reports, yes. Ebooks, yes. Affiliate product reviews. Think of that. Imagine that you are in the survival niche. And if you look at what's happening right now at the end, we're in the middle of a quarantine, and I'm willing to bet that survivalists are spending a lot of money right now. Think about having the ability to go buy a review that's already been written, a thorough review. You're not going to want to use it as is, but that's the kind of possibilities that using PLR opens up. Graphics, social media posts, email series for autoresponders, software, videos, and videos. Well, I'm going to make another video for this playlist about how to use PLR in video production. It's pretty slick. You can get infographics with PLR rights. Funnels, complete funnels, from lead magnet to one-time offers. WordPress plugins, niche packs, ClickBank pre-sale reports. Think about how powerful that could be. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something. There's so many types of PLR, I can't hardly keep track anymore. And yes, it all sounds great, but, and we know there's always but, right? As you can see, you can get PLR version of anything. You really can. But that still doesn't necessarily mean that PLR is right for you or that you should use it. And again, this is addressed more to newbie marketers than anyone else. I made the point several times now, and have done so because it's that important, that you can do harm to your business and your reputation if you don't use PLR properly. The good news is it's not hard to use properly. The key to using PLR for adding value and gaining profit boils down to following one simple law. And don't break that law. Don't use PLR as it is. Do not copy and paste. Do not use it word for word. Unfortunately, that's what most newbies do. And so they're putting stuff out into the search engines that's never going to see the light of day because there's 375 other websites using the exact same word for word PLR. PLR will not work if you use it as is. That, my friends, is to me the biggest secret about it. And it really is that simple. In order to successfully incorporate PLR into your marketing efforts, it is that simple. Don't break that law. Don't use it as is. Now, personally, when I use PLR, I tend to look at it as a piece of research that someone did for me, or as an outline of an interesting topic that someone has prepared for me. And let me tell you, the first thing I do is I double check its premise if it's appropriate. Don't forget, not everything is evergreen, okay? Some things in marketing are, plenty of things in marketing are not. Imagine if you wanted to provide your mailing list with some help on Facebook ads. And so you went out and bought a book, a course on Facebook ads. If you don't check, it could have been written in 2012. Now, the changes in everything on Facebook between 2012 and now have been incredible. So, if you've got a premise that's something that's not evergreen, do some double checking. Yes, it's a little more work, but it's a lot better than giving your customers outdated information. Can you imagine how quickly you lose any validity with them then? And let me tell you, there is literally a ton of outdated PLR being sold out there. I know because I've bought it, and I bet some of you have too. But when I get a piece of PLR, I go to work on it. I do. I change things. I find images. I add an introduction. I look for case studies. There's so many things that you can do. And by the time I'm finished, I have a piece of content that I can present to a customer with pride. I'm not sending them some poorly written piece of crap. I am sending something that I have put myself into. And it's unrecognizable as the piece of PLR it started out with. I'm going to show you guys how to do that same thing. That's to come in future videos. Okay, so we now know that there is an upside to PLR. In the hands of a smart marketer, PLR saves time. It saves money. It's way cheaper than paying a ghostwriter to create content for you. It can reduce anxiety for those who struggle with content creation. It's scary sometimes to sit in front of a blank screen. You see the cursor blinking, waiting for you to write something. It can be scary. It can get inside your head. PLR helps you avoid that anxiety. No more staring at a blank screen. You've gotten a jump start when you use PLR. PLR, I think, is perfect for niches. If one is to just go look at If one just goes back and looks at that Piggy Makes Bank PLR site that I used earlier in the video, there is a lot of niches there, and this is perfect for it. At the end of the day, though, I think the best thing about PLR is the simple fact that it helps you work smarter, not harder. That helps you make more money faster. Okay, so let's give a quick summary on what we've been speaking about. Okay, so let's summarize. PLR, again, private label rights, is a license that gives you most or all of the intellectual rights to a piece of content that someone else has created. Always read the rights for every piece of PLR you buy. I know I mentioned that earlier, can't be overemphasized. But when you buy the PLR rights, this allows you to change, edit, modify, even claim authorship of whatever piece of PLR you're dealing with. Now, in addition to PLR, private label rights, there are two other types of rights that you need to be aware of: resale rights and master resale rights. If you're a new marketer, ignore these for now. There's plenty to learn before you get to worrying about that. So at the end of the day, for the marketer that's using PLR correctly, it can be an incredible tool with many uses. And I am going to be showing you how to use it correctly in upcoming videos. Thank you for taking the time to watch today. My name's Brian Van Winkle, and we have taken a look at PLR and whether you need it or not. If you found value, please subscribe. I've got more videos coming on PLR, as well as a lot of other subjects that you're most likely going to find useful. So subscribe, tickle the notifications button, and we'll see you soon. Look for you in the next video.